Welcome back, everyone, to Blood Rush League Season 4 Reformation. We're on to our second game of our qualifiers with Arkham and Almost. Almost on Killer first, with Killer being Ghoul on Suffo 1. I'm joined with a very beloved friend and caster and owner of Blood Rush League, Mal. How are you today, Mal? Are you excited for today's games?
Oh yeah, Ghosty, I'm very excited. I'm very keen to have our second qualifier match of the season going. And as we can see here, it's off to a very fast start with an injure on Ace, Ghosty. How are you feeling, seeing that this is a Ghoul game? And I know you're a Ghoul enjoyer yourself.
I absolutely love Ghoul, especially the Rizé, as we can see. My favorite skin all by far. I know, I always love a Ghoul game. Very fast killer, as much as people say, oh, it's not that much of a good killer, free hits and all that. You can pull some pretty cool stuff with this killer, as we saw a really nice early tag onto the Ace, and playing into Corrupt a little bit, very smart. Just getting that free tag, getting up our Enrage so we have our 3 dashes, and then sort of just scanning around, maybe looking for another healthy survivor to get another tag in. And yeah, pretty good start to the game, I think, with a nice early hit, and playing really well into Corrupt now. What are your thoughts on the build? Pain Rose, Eruption, Corrupt, and Ruin by itself, no protection.
I mean, very strong build. I mean, Ruin there is, I think, for the early game, right? And when it goes, you have Erupt to fall back on. But if it doesn't, and it gets to the 1v3 with Ruin up, right? Like, it's really hard for our survivors. I'm not very good hit here on Ada. And Ghosty, what do you think of the add-ons with Handkerchief and I believe that's like the T? Or, yeah.
Yeah, Purple Coffee Cup allowing for faster lunge speed. Very good add-on on what you typically see on a Ghoul. Have those really fast-paced lunges, really make some distance, especially with Slingshot tech. You basically can get cross-map almost, and overall really good while enraged with those 3 lunges.
Yeah.
Handkerchief giving that little bit of extra range as well to make sure you can get those grabs. Many good add-ons, but solid add-ons overall.
Yeah,
and a really nice tag onto Dwight.
Also, I don't know if you saw Ghosty. Did you see that body block by Bill there to get Ada out? That was really good.
Really nice to make sure that Ada can get to that window and make a little bit of a jiggy away. And a reset also coming on through to Ada, so it looks like I believe Bill and Ada might be resetting in the background. Very good. Make sure we're all healthy, even though people might say, oh, you're just going to get bitten again and get injured again. Ghoul, at the end of the day, is just an M1 killer, so getting these resets in, making sure we're all healthy, very wise decision.
Yeah, I mean, like, the first hit, like, it's kind of like Legion, right, where the first hit is free, but, like, the second hit is they have to work for with that M1. However, one thing to note, why Ghoul is, the reason Ghoul is so much stronger than Legion is that insane map mobility, and just how easy it is to confirm that first hit compared to Legion. So we get another injure back on Ada.
Oh yeah, where Legion unfortunately suffers having to literally still manually run around and only builds up speed with each frenzy hit. Ghoul, you just have so much mobility with the lunges and with the fast vaults with Enrage, like with your leaps. Yeah. You have just so much distance you can cover. It's insane.
It's really scary changing tiles when you're playing against Ghoul, because they could cut you off very quickly if you don't do it right.
For sure, and I'm glad to see that we're getting our mends in, because Ghoul essentially has infinite power while you're in the deep runes, so unfortunately for Bill, while he doesn't have a chance to mend, obviously being in chase, the Ghoul's Enrage timer will not go down. Oh, what a nice pallet on the 9 tile as well.
Very strong stun by Bill.
Up. And he does make the window vault, but it looks like he might be going...
Yeah, they unfortunately lose the 50 there on the TNL. We're looking to slug here to check our Ruin. The survivors do know where Ruin is, as we caught Ada on it earlier, and Dwight was in the area. First gen pops.
I'd say now it's looking a little bit scary. We're getting a lot of tags and stalling out the game all the way through Corrupt for no gens, but I'm glad I didn't set up a bit sooner, as we did have our first gen pop.
Yeah, I mean, we're also, they have been spending some resources for these chases as well. The pallet is down here in the middle 4 lane, and the shock pallet was used earlier. So the map is slowly becoming more and more barren for our survivors. However, that mid pallet was not kicked. We do catch Ada after PR. Ooh.
Oh, there goes Ruin.
Yep. A really strong pallet here used on the 9 tile.
Champion of Light also coming through from Ada. And it looks like we've had an FTP onto Bill.
Yeah.
Who is immediately bitten straight back into chase.
Yep. FTP is a very strong perk to prevent these tunnel outs, and I mean, even against Ghoul, right, who can injure very easily, forcing Ghoul to have to bite. Ooh, unfortunately they... Oh no! The mind game!
Oh, that was so unfortunate. Bill actually, in a way, won the playoff descent, but unfortunately fell down as well, meaning that he got caught.
No, I'm pretty sure Bill thought that Ghoul was able to get to like the door behind him. That's why he dropped down. Unlucky.
Possibly, yeah.
No, what was I saying? Even though like Ghoul can injure really quickly, FTP is still strong because it forces Ghoul to get that bite, right? Which gives the survivor a bit more distance and extending that chase as long as possible.
Especially with the bite animation, since Ghoul cannot move while in that angry moment of anger after the bite. Does give the survivor a bit of time to make it to a resource. A nice little mini slingshot there, showing that you have a lot of speed if you pull it off, which means that Ada will be going down here. And Bill is still on hook. Hopefully we'll see an unhook happening very soon, because I think that T-Dog will probably head back to that hook to make sure that our first survivor might be dying at 4 gens remaining.
Yeah, like if a tunnel out happens here at 4 gens, this is gonna be very strong here for almost. Like I'm like thinking honestly that like 4K, maybe 4K2, 4K3 territory. If it goes horribly wrong for our survivors, maybe 4K4. Without Ruin, it's gonna be a lot easier for them though to get these gens done in a 1v3.
Very much so, and it looks like Ace is on his way to try and deny that kill. It's going to be tough though, since I think it's only him coming in for this. And we have the fight left. He does get it though.
Ace will go down for this. Oh, what a hit for one. But however, that's Bill's BT gone. We do get a bite though instead of a terrain grab, which gives Bill a bit more distance to play main.
I do think that was a purposeful bite though, Mel. I think our Enrage was going to be running out shortly, so with that bite, we have our full duration of Enraged again, so...
Gonna get stunned here, unlucky.
Good use of that pallet.
Very well played by Bill.
Bill's kind of cooking. The old timer's got some like things in his, or tricks in his bag still, showing he knows what they are.
Dwight with the body block on the door. The walk up to the door, big aura there for Dwight.
Yep, but we can see a quick little slingshot and then all that distance just goes away. Oh!
I think we're checking for head-on, not gonna lie. Like, yeah, we're checking for head-on.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
I think that little head jiggy might have been something different, Mal. I think that was
like the reason they went check the second one. That has to be a head-on check. However, Bill will be our first sacrifice of the trial here with 2 generators remaining. What are your thoughts, Ghosty? I'm thinking like this is 4K-able, maybe 4K1.
I think you're right now. 4K1, maybe a 4K0 if they keep up this gen pressure and we just have at least 1 or 2 more decent chases, but I'm a little bit worried with everyone being injured.
Yeah, it could snowball really quickly.
Oh yeah.
We still have 3 pain reses in the bank. Every survivor can be pain resed. So like they could really stall out the game once they start getting these downs. And it looks like Ada here is gonna go down momentarily as all of the pallets here at the 7 area have been, 5 area have been used.
My thoughts on Mel is I think that they're going to be looking at topside gens, because as much as we're losing a lot of resources bottom, I think a lot of our remaining gens are on the top side. So in theory, this was a good death spot by Ada.
Yeah, no, a solid death spot. However, the death spot being there is a pain res at the death spot if that's a death spot they've chosen, as well as the resources in the death spot are not very plentiful. So once the survivors do get there, the chase will be ending very quickly.
Very much so, especially with already being injured. They haven't been able to really have a time to reset, but they have made up for it with gen pressure. So I guess it's not the worst trade-off. Gen pressure for resets.
Not gonna lie, this is very scary for our survivors, right? Because they if they want to pull Ada, they have to reset. Oh, we do spot Dwight here. Ooh, they do get the pull as Dwight comms that Ghoul is up towards main. Oh, unfortunately, we don't get the vault on the window.
I think that's actually okay. We wouldn't have had the fastest vault if that went through, since we aren't in Enraged. You want to be Enraged when you're going for vaults, otherwise it is a much slower vault.
That's true. Oh, the swing unfortunately coming slightly short there on Dwight. They do get the reset off on Ace, and I think Ace will be healing Ada shortly.
I think this is definitely looking 4K oneable now. Yeah. If we have a decent amount of time from Dwight to get these resets in, it does look like Dwight is like accepting the comp corner at the mighty Z wall.
We do know that the gen at 2 is like 90%, right? Like 80-90%.
Yeah, so it's possible that we could even see maybe a 4K0.
Our pain res RNG is also atrocious with every single pain res at the bottom side of the map.
This is looking actually okay. I think the survivors are starting to pull things back. It was looking a little bit scary at the start with Bill unfortunately dying, and I think it was 3 or 4 gens, but they've really brought things back for them.
I wouldn't say they're out of the woods yet, right? Like if Ada is caught here,
No.
she's still injured, by the way. If Ada is caught and downed, it'll turn into a 1v2, and on average, you're not finishing a generator in a 1v2, especially against a stronger killer like Ghoul.
Ooh, this 9-tile gen is very high progress though, and
Yeah.
I think we did have multiple gens of progress, so...
If the survivors can have an amazing chase... Oh my god, Ada is
We've
forcing the
seen Ada.
basement.
Is this to guarantee that we get a final gen pop list and make it a
Well, we might see
4K1?
2 gen pops. Eruption does come out though. As we know, the generator at 2 is 90%, and the generator there at like... Oh, sorry, not 2. The generator at 11... dude, my clock is bad today. The generator
It's
at
a
11 is at 90%, and the generator at 9 is also at like 80%. So like...
I think we might have a gen pop soon. They've had really high progress on these 2 gens, and Ghoul doesn't have access to their 3rd leap to make that little bit of extra distance across the map. So if this 11 gen has been worked on, it's been interrupted. It is so close to popping though.
We're gonna kick. However, the gen at 4, I'm worried might pop here. I think it's gonna be a 4K1 at this point.
I agree. I think 4K1 is definitely a fair prediction to make. If Dwight can pull off a really nice chase though, and somehow jiggy the bot side, it could have been a 4K0.
Yeah, unfortunately not, as the rotation around main was not in Dwight's favor, as the window did spawn at that side instead of the other side.
I will say them out. Our last standing survivor is Ace, who is healthy.
Pop.
He doesn't quite get the pop, but
Unlucky.
I think there might... It's very, like, fast-stretched, but Ace might be able to get a pick here. We're going to get our buy. It means that we're in locked-in animation here while Ace gets his speed boost. Maybe can get the pick on Dwight. And they have the pack.
I don't think Ace is in a position to pick Dwight at this point.
No, I think he had to make it into main to be able to make an attempt for the pick, so... That looks like will be our game over at 2 gens remaining, which is still pretty good with a very early tunnel out.
Yeah, 4K2 on Ghoul. Like, Ghoul is a very strong killer, like, right? We're expected 4Ks. Suffo makes it a bit harder for them, but like it's still very much possible. Very well played here by T-Dog, and very well played by the survivors, almost getting the both double gen pop. If Ada maybe was like, if it was like maybe 10-20 seconds longer before they like got Ada in basement, it would have been a double gen pop, and that would have been devastating for our Ghoul.
100%. It was super unfortunate that Ada was like in the process of going down to the basement. If she was already down there as T-Dog went past and managed to stealth that, I definitely see it being 4K0. Maybe even some outs if the last chase lasted long enough and the door RNG was okay and in their favor.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about our first game? Pretty fast-paced and pretty good first game.
Almost doing a really good job here. T-Dog showing us like how strong Ghoul can be, I guess. I'm very excited to see Arkham's killer, who is going to be playing up next with a win condition of a 4K3 and a tie condition of a 4K2. So, Ghosty and I will see you in a bit as we go set up the next game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're on to Game 2 of Blood Rush League Season 4 Reformation Arkham vs. Almost. Arkham now going on killer with Mate representing their team. I believe was our build from last game with a 4K3 win condition, 4K2 tie condition. Mal, you're back with me in the hotbox. What do you think we're going to get for this game? Pretty doable win result and an interesting build.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's Suffer, right? So, like, 4K2s are very possible. So we could definitely see a tie. 4K3, if they play, like, if the cards fall just right and, you know, they like, play really well, we could definitely see a 4K3 on the table. So I still think, like, it's anyone's game right now. Very, very quick first tag here, as expected by Ghoul, but instead of a bite, it was an M1. What do you think, Ghosty?
It does mean that we don't have our enraged as the previous Ghoul had, but we are injured early on, so we are in the M1 battle now. Adam doing a really nice job to extend this chase, but this was a very early find, a lot faster than in our previous game. Oh, unfortunate miss on the M1 allowing it. And it's made the pallet, but we lose the 50.
Very unfortunate.
Very fast down.
We're going to be getting rid of the pallet here at 4, and we're going to be picking Adam with our first down coming in quite fast here. What do you think of our build, Ghosty?
I'm very interested to see coup de grace in the build, and then our regular standard gen slowdowns with eruption and pain res. But coup de grace, very interesting, but also does make sense. Ghoul being an M1 orientated killer, I'm interested to see if we get some spicy coup hits.
Yeah, no, coup, I don't know, I'm a coup enjoyer. It's really cool when you get it. Oh, we spot V here sneaking by the unhook.
That was super unfortunate. Unhook onto Adam there would have been nice. Really try and buy some extra time, but in saying that, it does mean that Adam has some extra time on the hook, so it does mean we'll have to probably look at someone else rotating in for a pull, so our gen progress is going to get a bit slower though, unfortunately, and it does look like we're going to be dropping. Yep, we caught Ace on the rotate for the pull.
This is very scary.
This is looking scary.
Oh, no, not a hook trade.
We do get it though.
Are we going to go get a pain res? Looks like we're going to take our pain res. We want to cash in these pain reses quite early to stall out the game for as long as possible to get that 4K3 win condition here. I also think, like, if V pulled Adam there, that would have been actually quite scary for survivors, as it means that the tunnel out can happen that much faster.
Oh yeah, I'm fully in agreement there. Having that extra time on hook for Adam, as much as it did be a bit unfortunate that V was caught out. Oh, nice fake on the pallet. It did buy them some more time to rotate into that pool. Very well played by Mate to make sure they came back in time to catch Ace off and make sure that it was a trade, not a free pool. And we're in that situation. Oh, I was about to say we're in that situation of everyone being injured. And if I'm not mistaken, do I see clean break potentially on Ace?
Yeah, I think so.
But it's looking a little bit scary, Mel. We've had 2 fresh hooks super early on in the game, and no gens have popped yet.
Yeah, the 2 pain reses that we spent, honestly, are the big contributors. What a launch, poor V, as V goes down under the pallet. We do get the kick on that gen to get Erupt.
Looks like we might be slugging to try and get another down onto Jake. This is looking a bit problematic.
This is a decently scary pallet, though. If Jake is able to win and Jiggy towards the window, plays and gives him access to playing main, so Ghoul has to deny that as much as possible. We are on
and in this setting, he can't use power either because he has M1.
Oh, what a stun!
Nice pallet.
However, that stun forces Ghoul on the side of the window, so they do not get the window vault into main. However, they do pick V. V gets picked here because of that.
And it looks like all of our survivors have gotten away pretty well.
Well, I mean, we're back in chase here with Ace, who has been hooked here. So if they do go down, they're going to be put on death hook, which could potentially be a very quick tunnel out if things go wrong. However, T-Dog here, getting zoned, unfortunately, does go down, popping Eruption on that generator at 2.
This is looking very scary. We're on to our... Oh, I was about to say we did get a gem pop, but we're on our 3rd hook, and Tunnel Out is locked in with 4 gens remaining. In saying that, the last team showed that even with the Tunnel Out early, they were able to crank the gens, but this is looking a little bit dicey.
We also have Coup active right now. The survivors don't know that it's there. We have not seen a Coup swing, so I'm curious to see if the first Coup swing catches someone off. It's always very fun to see.
I'm sure all of our viewers will be yelling "Coup" when it comes through, so we'll see how Mate ends up using it. Could come up really well, especially on our smaller loops, and even if we're a little bit distant for a hook trade, it might close that gap to maybe deny an unhook.
Or at least force a trade, yeah. I don't know, I'm a big fan of Ku. I find it to be a very skill-expressive perk, in my opinion. Like, you could definitely tell, like, someone who uses Ku a lot and versus someone who doesn't. We're gonna short swing here.
We're looking for a body block for Adam there, but it does mean he goes down.
Ooh, we're opting to slug Adam here as we have to check our gens as we are approaching our win condition very soon. We're gonna get it down here. Short swing again, saving those Ku stacks. The question is, will they pick Adam before Ghoul gets back?
A nice slingshot back towards the Adam. It doesn't... No, it looks like they're resetting, so... Adam might be getting hooked in. No, I think Mate might be looking for a pick cross or maybe worried that someone might be nearby.
Yeah, I mean, just making sure they're securing this down, right? Like, they don't want it to get pallet save. This will secure a second person on death click here. So this, if they're able to find T-Dog, kill T-Dog quickly, then kill Adam. 1v2 at 3 gens remaining. We're now at our win con. So if they want to secure a win here, they can't let the survivors pop another generator. V gets spotted again. No, V.
This might be very problematic, and we haven't used a single crew stack, so we have 4 stacks of crew, and
we did find Ace here.
Looks like we're going for our bite, getting our power back online.
We do get the bite. V might pull here as the bite's happening.
No.
Oh, here comes VV.
Oh.
V's gonna pull the ghoul away so that they can pick Jake. So they're probably gonna get the pull very soon here. Oh, or maybe not. If Ghoul commits to just the camp out, right? There's... Oh, with that jump, I think V gets the pull. There she is, still lurking.
Possibly.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way they get the pull. There's no way they get the pull because they're all injured. But unfortunately, Mate went for a potential like double slug, but did not pan out. We have another down.
It has brought the survivors back in, but as you mentioned, Mal, we do have 2 on Deathlock, so we do have 2 potential tunnel outs or 2 kills on the board.
V has been healed.
They found the reset, and this is not a very safe palette to be playing against most killers.
Ooh,
and Adam's been spotted.
Will we send the coup?
Come on, mate, send it. Let's see the coup.
I'm very excited.
Oh, nice Jiggy to 9.
Yeah, getting here. This is a pretty decent tile. A lot better than the 4 lane.
This is a pallet, Mal. We might see the coup de grace come out.
Oh, tries the short swing, gets stunned.
Really conservative with the coup stacks. It's really good to see.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you try to stun the coup there, right, and get stunned, it's kind of cooked. However, V is now here.
Really good hit takes by V. Buying that time, they might get a gen pop for this.
Good game sense. Good game sense by main to go back to main. Ooh, we get the grab off the pallet, which procs Eruption. However, this means that they can't be slugged, but we're gonna cash in that main res.
Main's gonna get hit with that again, regressing it even further. This is getting very close, but Mate is holding on with a thread. Adam and V have been also reset now, so it's only T-Dog that's injured at the moment.
Yeah, very good recovery here from the survivors from that position with 1 slug, 2 injured, 1 on the hook, right? Like,
very much so.
That honestly looked like such a losing position for survivors. The recovery is immaculate. Very good, well played by them. Oh, V getting
V has been spotted. Honestly, this just gives me the kidnap tech vibes. Please, behavior, bring it back. Why can't we have our fun?
I don't know, Ghosty.
But it was fun.
Maybe. But Ghosty, what do you think right now? So, like, we have the hook here at, like, 12, right? Next to one of our active generators that are now regressing.
I was about to say, Mel, I'm a bit scared because, as we can see, we do have the shack generator alongside that main building gen.
V gets the stun, however, that is a shack pallet spent. And V actually gets the stun with the ghoul on the more favorable side for them, as, oh, another survivor goes second here. We still have all 4 coup stacks. They do get the pull. But now
I'm wondering if that was to stop the regression on main, but I don't know. It might have been just to get him off, but I'm not sure if that going to second. Okay, survivors don't know that coup.
Yeah, they could know about coup now if they felt like that lunge was a bit long.
Very true. It could like be a bit. It can be sometimes hard to identify coup, but
This could be a very good coup hit right here. Bonk.
There it is. If we didn't know before, we definitely know now.
Alright, we have our final fresh hook here secured. Possibly a pain res. As the generator in main, I am very scared. I feel like it's gonna pop very soon.
That was a
make
gonna
that
time
PR.
walk down block. Can mate do it? It's gonna be close, I think.
We do get the PR.
That, I think, saved the game and makes it so that we're still in it for mate. Even though, yes, we'll still be at Tycon, so it still is not over. If we do tie here, we'll be, I believe, now running the set back.
Yeah. We'll keep going until a team wins. V, by the way, has clean second win. Sorry, what's
It
his
is
name?
V. So, wonder what Ace may have had to
Ace
get
had
the.
Tori Spurt clean break. V, no! Oh, V. V tried it. Unfortunately, it was in that 5-second window between endurance ending and second win about to pop. Good attempt by V to try and
Really
secure
not.
that. However, we're gonna slug V here. I think we're gonna have to check Shaq soon. I'm now scared of that. Shaq is gonna pop.
Oh yeah, with some of our gem bonus perks like Resi and Deja, there could be a possibility
Yeah.
that shotgun may
They
pop.
have to check Shaq, I think. Like, I don't know.
That's what's so scary about Suffolk 1. If you have Shaq and Main still up, they are such far gens to patrol. Like, yes, Ghoul, very mobile killer, can cover a lot of distance, but as we can see, it can be very hard to hold that gem with that sort of a split, even with a mobility killer like Ghoul.
We do get Shaq popped here, and we're gonna go hook V. So we are on our Tycon here. If the survivors are not able to complete another generator, we will be tied, and we were gonna go run the set back.
I think it's going to be a bit tough. Any of these survivors get hooked after V's hooked, they are dead, bringing it down to a 2v1. And both our remaining survivors are injured, so the unhook on V is going to be very hard, and I think the survivors are going to have to burn a little bit of time for some resets here, otherwise it might be a bit tricky unless they can really sneak in to get this pull.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much looking like it's definitely a 4K. The question is whether it's a 4K2 or a 4K1. We got the bite here on
Made done
Ace.
very well here. We still have 3 coup stacks in the bank as well, so we still have some good hits here, and I think it looks like Mate's just going to make sure they have their enraged power. Oh, the
I was gonna
unhook
say
has
we
been-
saw some scratch marks. If he gets pulled, we're gonna have to find our other survivor though. We do spot him.
And I don't think Stabheart Missa has much left apart from this edge map palette, which, as much as palettes seem good, they're not that safe, so our Jake is next on the chopping block.
That'll be our second sacrifice here. The survivors did such a good job though, however, preserving making sure that the deaths happen as late as possible.
100%, especially from that scary situation we had earlier on with, I think it was 2 slugged, and I think we have 1 on hook. But
Yeah, one
regardless-
slug, one on hook, 2 injured, 1 slugged.
Yeah, which is a very scary situation to be in, especially with the amount of gens that we had. It could have ended right there, but the fact that almost survivors have been able to bring this back to at least a tie condition is very good to see and shows that skill expression as well. But
Yeah.
Mate has been cooking this game, really upping that pressure, and was very close to securing that win condition, but if he can make sure that these last 2 survivors die, they will get another chance at taking the set as we will run it back, so I think our generators are all mostly topside as well, so they are. We have top mid,
Ooh, and we got an eruption.
1. Oh no, that's main. Oh no, you know, our 3 gen is topside with main 11 and 1, and then we just had that top mid gen. Ooh.
Yeah.
That was going to be
It's-
tough for the survivors to break, I think.
Yeah, and I think with that secures the tie. So we're gonna be running the setback, guys.
I'm not complaining. More ghoul, more
Okay,
ghoul.
okay, Ghosty. Oh no, not the window ball.
Ah, W auto aim game. This game
Like,
is so good.
Bro, they were trying to jump in a straight line, and it makes them vault the window 90 degrees to the right. Like, okay behavior. Ooh, what a cool hit.
Sorry, I had to. You have to have those moments where you see coup de grace.
Yeah.
But yeah, tie condition has been met. Looks like we're running it back, chat.
Yeah, and looks like we're gonna go straight to... Oh no, I was gonna say, are we going straight to Shaq to maybe close hatch just in case? We don't... Yeah, no, but V's just here. Oh, poor V.
No. Well played by mate. Almost secured the win condition early on, but the survivors did a really good job recovering it, and really well done to make sure that at least without getting win condition, we've secured tie conditions. So both teams will have another chance to make it into main bracket, as this is qualifiers best of one. So whichever of these two teams does not win, unfortunately, will be eliminated.
Yeah,
Very
we're gonna run
spicy
it
stuff.
back. I'm excited, Ghosty.
It's looking good so far.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit when we get almost back on Killer and Arkham back on Survivors. Be right back.
Welcome back, everyone, to Blood Rush League Season 4 Reformation Qualifier matches. As we saw, we had our tie condition met over 4K2 in our previous game, so we're going to be running the sets back. Almost back on Killer with T-Dog, back on the Rize. Mal, a tiebreaker for our second game of Blood Rush League. What are your thoughts on that? Didn't expect to see it this early.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show that our teams are extremely well matched. Also, we did hear a totem get cleansed there in Shack. I think you could. I think it was adult totem. So Ghosty, I think you know what that means, right?
I think it means that one of my personal favorite perks, being a Nancy gamer myself, may be in play. A good old inner strength. Might have been setting it up to get a nice little cheeky reset without having to pester another survivor or waste some time. So definitely all smiles from me. Not only do I get a killer that I enjoy seeing, but easily one of my all-time favorite perks.
As we get a bite here on Dwight, we could see the collapsed adult totem there in the corner of Shack by the pallet. We're gonna go drop the chase there, and we're gonna opt to go back to our top here, away from our corrupt strat. Hopefully gonna catch a survivor. Oh, that's definitely a hex totem placement of all time. I love this game.
Definitely a very nice totem spawn for T-Dog. I feel very bad for him. Definitely not the totem spawn you want to see for not only your only totem of your build, but one of your regression totems without the safety net of Thrill or Undying.
It's like facing towards the center of the map too. It's not even like hidden at all.
No, they could have put it behind a rock along like the side, one of the side lands at like 10 or 3 or something. No, literally just smack bang in the middle of the little trash little loop in the middle top side. Like,
yeah,
that's just a very sad moment for T-Dog. Much worse of a spawn compared to previously, where I think it was in actually quite a nice spot.
Yeah, it was like a corner at 11.
Yeah.
Another thing to note is that we have lost our enraged mode, and Dwight did get reset.
It makes me wonder if that may have actually been inner strength, or with the way these survivors have been stealthing, which has been immaculate to see. It might have been a reset as well, and Dwight might, if they are running inner strength, have it tucked away still and ready to activate at any moment.
Yeah, it looks like they stealthed the corrupt very well. Like, oh my. Ooh, we do find mate once again. Let's see how they do. I mean, on the first game, mate played exceptionally well. So I'm very excited to see how this chase goes. We have a very strong pallet here. However, we opt to change and go to a different tile. They managed to get the window. Very good stuff by mate. It looks like they might be sending it bot. That's kind of maybe their death spot that they want. However, we drop the chase here as T-Dog goes back top mid. I believe they have seen that totem for sure. And we get the bite here over the boxes on Dwight.
I think coming back to topside was a really good shout, since I think T-Dog might know now that there has to be a survivor that knows about Ruin, and it looks like our 4gen is topside as well, and it does look like a very nasty one. If I was correct that we have a gen at 10 to main and 11, and I guess you could say also technically 3 as well, so really good gen RNG for T-Dog. A lot of the gens are topside alongside with Ruin. If Ruin was just in that bit more of a nicer spot,
yeah, I mean,
that would have been a setup.
They're going down here to the bottom gen at like 6, but like I'm not a fan of this, as this like defending this gen as well as keeping pressure on your topside gens is such a rough proposition, I feel.
Yeah. I think a potential bite onto the ace and then head back topside will probably be the shout here, because you definitely do not want to be bot side at the moment with all of your objectives at topside.
However, ace is taking chase towards 9 here, as Ruin does go away.
It was bound to happen, and with the super unfortunate spawn of Ruin dead set in the middle of the top mid area, I'm honestly surprised it lasted as long as it did.
Yeah, I mean, T-Dog was patrolling that area quite a bit. I wonder also if our inner strength player has eaten up that Ruin.
I mean, it definitely was, but in saying that, if our inner strength player does have it, it wouldn't be needed for them in particular to get it, since they would have inner strength active right now. But
I mean, if it was Dwight, because Dwight was injured earlier, right? You were suspecting that it could possibly be Dwight, and that they could have procced inner strength. It might be another round of inner strength right there. Very good against Cool.
I low-key am like a big supporter of make inner strength stack per totem.
There goes another heal. Okay, go see. We don't need more. We don't need inner strength buffed. It's already a very strong perk.
No, hear me out. Inner strength.
Alright, I'll take.
Two max. No. Good take. What do you mean?
We get a bite here on Ace, as Ghosty is talking about their Nancy perks. I don't know, man. Like, Nancy players are a bit wild.
Hey, don't talk bad about my...
Okay, Ghosty.
Stable mains.
You mean save? I'm not gonna. I have no words. Such a bully.
Nuh-uh. You know I love you, Mal. Oh, what a nice little leap back. Was that 8 side?
This chase once again here is not like towards like this 8 side, now 7. Like we're that would have been a really good lunge if they won that command game. We're away from our gens once again. Our survivors really insisting that we're taking our chase to bottom. My god, the pallet stunts by Ace here.
This is buying a lot of time for the Ace's team, and honestly a good amount of time to break up the top side. I don't know if this is a good commit, but as long as we can get it down fairly soon, it might pay off if we have a pain res, but...
I'm scared, Ghosty. I'm really scared here.
Yeah, this Ace is buying a lot of time right now and is playing Shaq very, very well.
Holy Ace, man, he's juicing, but unfortunately that will block Shaq window, and now he'll be going down very shortly. We'll get a single erupt on one of the gens. And Ace will be going down. We're gonna need to cash in a pain res right here. I hope there's a pain res hook nearby. There's one on the hill. Hill hooks are pretty good. However, it's all the way in 6, so we're probably not defending this hook, I feel.
If this hill was topside, this would have been an incredibly good hook for T-Dog, but it's on the bottom, and it's then pop for pain res. Tragedy.
Hate to see it.
We do still have our gens up top, so that we do have a decent amount of gens up top, and it looks like we have 10, 3, or 2, and main, so we still have our topside 3 gen. It's not the worst case scenario.
It is not. I mean, it's still playable. 3 gens remaining. However, Ace does get pulled with second wind, so that's very good for them.
I believe in our balancing, we do have a good amount of reset perks against the ghoul, which I do see as valid, since a lot of the times you're going to be spending injured or getting injured very quickly, so really good usage of the team's perks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've seen inner strength value, we've seen second wind value, and I'm sure there's botany in there and all that, so definitely good use of the perks. Ooh, a gen finishes as 2 gens remaining. Another gen finishes. Oh, the pressure. Honestly, Ace might have won them the game. What do you think?
Low-key might be MVP for this match. It does look like we have somewhat of our 3 gens still. We have that gen of 3 alongside main and 10, so this is definitely defendable, but we're at 2 fresh stages, so T-Dog is definitely probably feeling that pressure, and we need to see some progress here, because it's looking a little bit scary. That Ace chase early on down the bot side really amped up the pressure for our killer.
Yeah, but we do have a 3 gen that's very playable here, so we might be able to see a 4k1 if T-Dog does this right. However, it's going to be hard without Ruin.
Very much so, though. If we can get a quick chase onto Ada, in saying that, we do have main build into play, so it's a little bit scary. We could maybe get another pain res in soon.
Ooh, a short swing. Unfortunately, Ada was able to avoid that, and the lunge gets her. Unfortunately, she does not make it around, as this pallet is, I wouldn't say it's the safest pallet.
No, really safest pallet, and it does look like we're going to be cashing in another pain res, so I believe that Gen at 3 is going to be getting a pain res into it, so bringing things back a little bit. They did stop the regression as well, so at least it's not taking back down, and it looks like, T-Dog is not wanting to take chase with Ace. Definitely don't want to be inside. Good patience with the rub. I think I've seen you do that a few times, Mal, in our scrim games.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very... You generally want to wait for Erupt to come off cooldown before you kick the gens again. Because, you know, you don't want to, like, waste a single regression event. No. Ideally, you apply Erupt 4 times per gen, right? Because that's all 8 regression events with the kick plus Erupt. Maybe a couple of pain reses will change that, but yeah.
Especially with that, like, low of a cooldown as well. It was pretty much almost up when Tito got to that gen, so definitely worth waiting that like 2 or 3 seconds just to apply right.
Ooh, they do get to unhook. The thing to note is that the door here in main is still closed, which is pretty good for our survivors. It makes it a bit harder for the killer to play around the windows.
Applying our Enrage and Bite onto Dwight, anime. I just realized, Mel, we've got 2 mates on the Survivor team.
Yeah, we have mate and any mate. The goats.
Wonder if they're IRL.
Oh my. Now all 4 survivors are injured again.
Definitely a spot that T-Dog wants to be in. If you can keep all survivors injured, it makes this killer so much more threatening than what they are already.
Reset spot, I think, was called to be Shaq. Very good decision there. If they stay in this chase, if Ace is able to once again juice in Shaq, like, I think this definitely could be outs.
Very different game to our first set as well. Oh no,
Ace loses the mind game. Unfortunate. Well played by T-Dog. Yeah,
that might just cover things.
It's very different from our first game. I mean, like, the thing is with, like, tiebreakers and stuff like that, it also tests our killers and survivors. It tests both teams' ability to continue playing games, like their endurance, right? And, like, the way to push through, like, fatigue a bit, you know? I mean, it's a best of 1, so it's not that big of a deal, but, like, especially the longer sets in, like, best of 5s, best of 7s, maybe sometimes in a best of 9.
I would say now, like, even in a best of 1, like, remember, this is that qualifier match, and the team that loses this, unfortunately, does not make it into the main...
Yeah, there is a bit of pressure.
Game of Blood or Shake for the season, so not only is this the second running of our qualifier match, there is that background pressure as well of, if the team loses this, they're unfortunately out of Season 4.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand the pressure. I feel it myself with our unknown match coming up, Ghosty.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. I like it.
Ace getting that heal.
Ace is playing this set like this match very well, always making sure that they can make a bot slide, buying a lot of time and getting that reset there. I think if Ace died there, might have been enough to potentially make this a 4K0, maybe.
4K1.
Still would have been.
I think it's like if a survivor is dead here, I think this is gonna be 4K1. If T-Dog does it right, it's Ghoul, and like the gen spread is very like tight.
Definitely see bot slide being our reset spot and death spot. I think our survivors will be looking at corner 7, maybe corner 5 as well.
Yep, Ace once again injured. Ace getting injured here back to back to back.
It makes me wonder. I'm hoping that if I believe Resi is in our balancing for this season, that Ace would be our Resi gamer because he is spending a lot of this game injured.
Yeah. Oh,
he makes the vault through. I thought they got rid of that. Okay, but hey, you're doing a slinger movement. We fixed this part of the game, yet you can still do it because I'm pretty sure they said that they were fixing that or removing that feature.
Are you sure that's not in the PTV, Ghosty?
Oh, it could be actually. I'm not sure if they was. I might be tripping out actually.
No,
it must have been
I'm pretty sure it's still in the PTV, Ghosty. Or you're. Oh, Ghosty.
I'm delayed. I'm lagging. Okay. It's very early morning, you know.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Ace does have Chase back at main one side again, but we don't have our nearby pallets, so we're running a little bit low on resources, but it looks like Dwight is coming in
Dwight
for
once
the
again
Aura body
with
block.
the Aura body block like last time.
When a friend's in need, a friend will be nearby, and Dwight has
unfortunately, I think Ace is dead here. Yeah.
Yes.
Erupt pops. Will the last gen finish? Ooh, I think T-Dog feels like the last gen will pop if they go hook that. And
I was thinking
right.
the same. 3 hadn't been erupted, so very good game sense by T-Dog to make sure that 3 gen wasn't being doubled or even low-key tripled.
Ooh, no, Ada makes it away here. They're gonna definitely get Ace back up for another chase.
I low-key wonder if maybe the bite on Ada might have been the play there to reset our enrage meter, because it is starting to get close to running out again.
I mean, we could just bite someone else. I think it's on Ghoul, right? Like, it's one of the easier aspects of their kit, so if they're able to just find someone else and bite them, they could get back their triple jump.
It also is time wasted for the survivors for the killer though, now, because it would have been that Ada would have had to have mended and not immediately potentially rotated back to that gen at 3 or side gen.
Yeah, that's like an 8-second delay, I'm pretty sure, to mend.
Yeah, and in DBD, this is very much a time game. Any time you can be wasted for either side can be the difference between winning or losing.
Ooh, we got the vault.
Very
and
nice wide vault. I didn't think that vault would actually go through to CERN.
Yeah. We do. Ooh, as the gen at 3 did finish there. Ooh, pallet vault. Oh, Bill.
No. Wasn't able to phase through before the ghoul's feet touched the ground, meaning that Bill will go down, but we do have all three of our survivors up, and Ace is lurking around. We are getting our picks through, and it
This
looks
is-
like we don't have that demon nearby.
This is our fourth fresh hook, though. This is very good for our survivors. Will they get that gate open? It looks like it's about 60% here.
This is a little bit scary as well, Mal. If the survivors can disappear and get some resets happening, this, I believe, is very doable of a save. As much as, oh, that's unfortunate that Dwight gets down there, but they do get to save on Bill, and it looks like we might be seeing the outs happen. But
Yeah.
they could potentially get some resets in and maybe go in for a save, because only one can get bitten, which buys them time, and then 2 hit takes.
It is
So,
very close to the gate, right? But I think Ghoul,
Yeah.
T-Dog might force them out here. But like, I don't know. If I was on the survivors here, I'd honestly take that. It's like it's 7 stage 4 fresh. Like, I think it's a pretty solid result against Ghoul. Yeah, I don't know about leaving the hook. I think leaving the hook is so risky here because then it'll be 6 stage
Yeah.
4 fresh. Oh, they are coming for the pull here, and the pull will come
Ace
through.
is coming for the pull.
Yeah, the pull has come
This
through, and
is
I
what
think
was
they're out.
worried about.
Unfortunately, yeah, they're out.
And we don't get the deep wound hit onto Dwight, so
Yeah, no, both
Even
survivors
if-
out. That'll be a 6 stage 4 fresh. Well played by our survivors. T-Dog having some really good plays here, but honestly, Ace MVP winning the game. Oh wait, no, Bill is still in the trial.
Wait.
Why is Bill,
Bill,
in here?
what are we doing?
No, Bill!
Oh, what are we doing,
And
Bill?
this is a person not on death hook. Mate, getting down here in main. This is not good for our survivors. With only 2 survivors in, it's decently far. They're gonna reset. I think they're gonna play for the save here, as we will secure another stage here for 7 stage 4 fresh. Honestly thought like the survivors were all gone.
I'm honestly shocked that Bill was like caught out there. Like, surely Bill would have just been at the 12 gate and just waiting,
Yeah.
but
And
looks
that
like
will
they're taking
secure
her
8
out.
stage 4 fresh. That's significantly better for T-Dog here. That's well played by them, and unfortunate for Bill getting caught out there.
I'm honestly shocked by that. Like, I thought that was going to be a 4 out there, but really good, for, as you mentioned, for T-Dog Mel. That's an extra 2 more stages on the board. I'm honestly surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. That's very good for them. What do you think, Ghosty? Like 8 stage 4 fresh on Ghoul and Suffle 1. Like, how do you think the other team will be able to get that?
I still think it's possible. As we saw, these 2 teams are definitely firing on all cylinders, and 8 stages on a kill like Ghoul, definitely doable, and a good secondary win condition with 4 stages. But it's going to be tough since we don't get a 4K, and we know that Ghoul is usually a 4K killer. It's going to add that extra pressure onto Almost, and this is our second run of this qualifier match as well, so a lot of pressure for them. We'll have to see how they go.
Oh my, yeah. All right, we'll be right back soon with our next game, and we'll see if Arkham can do it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Blood Rush League Season 4 qualifier matches between Arkham and Almost. I believe we've got Arkham on Killer now and Almost on Survivors with a win condition of 9 stages for Fresh. Very different and more pressure will win con than our first round. Mal, we're back at it again with our Ghoul set, and it could possibly be our last game of the night. What are your thoughts? 9 stage 4 Fresh with Ghoul on Suffer.
I think that's a pretty solid solid win condition for our killer here to hit. Ghoul is a fairly strong killer. They're in the tier 2 bracket for a reason. So like I think it's very achievable. And once again we have Ku. I fucking love this perk.
We love to see Ku. It is a very spicy perk, and you can come up with some pretty cool hits with it as well. And we do have, in a way, a repeat of our first rounds with a very quick down onto Renato. Meaning we are going to be catching in a pain res early. Looking up, I think, just to make sure we don't get any cheeky firecrackers being dropped down, and our top mid-gen being hit with pain res. And we do have a very nasty 4-gen topside.
Just like last game. Oh, what a fastball!
Whoa, Splendid coming from the shadows out of nowhere for a fastball onto Renato.
Yeah. Ghosty, how do you feel about that fastball? I think it worked out.
It worked out, but I'm not sure if a fastball would have been maybe the play there, considering that with our Gen RNG, I think leaving Renato on hook for a little bit just to get some gen pressure built up, since that was a very quick down, could have bought the team some good time.
I don't know. I think like the fastball was good there because Renato was hooked mid, right? Between all of the gens up top. You're not getting any gen pressure up there with Renato on the hook. However, they probably I think they could have let Renato sit. What?
Holy dumb tech! Okay, T-Dog. Okay, so we're trying to aura farm.
I appreciate the attempt. No, but what was I saying?
You were talking about the fastball.
Yeah. They could have let maybe Renato sit, until the gen at the bottom side finished.
Yeah.
However, we're gonna hook here instead of hooking next to the gen and like here we're gonna hook slightly closer towards the left side.
Ooh, unfortunate miss on the bite onto V, but I do believe we're gonna get our M1 tag anyway.
Yeah, V takes a hit there, unfortunately for our survivors. But yeah, the hook is at 2 here, which is slightly more out of the way, I guess. So the fastball will be harder.
10 now.
10, sorry. Thanks, Ghosty.
It's okay.
Look, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
No, you've been very busy making sure everything is organized. What a W co-owner of Blood Rush League. We all love Mal here doing all this hard work along with the rest of our staff. All of our staff are absolute W's.
First gen pops now with 2 stage, 2 fresh on the board. So we just need 7 more hooks and 2 more fresh hooks, and we will achieve our win condition. Or 6 more hooks and 2 more freshes for our tie condition.
I'm a little bit worried about T-Dog on hook as well now, because I don't think we've seen the crosses yet, but they are getting pretty close to going second, and I don't think we can afford to.
Yeah, not gonna lie, if I was mate here, I literally would just jump to the hook and stand in front of it. There's no way they can pull here with 3 injured survivors. T-Dog is definitely gonna go second if they don't somehow stealth a pull.
And it looks like T-Dog will be going second, which is I think, pretty big problems for our survivor team.
Yeah, this is a pretty dicey situation here. Ooh, blast mine!
Ooh, my eyes!
Oppa.
I will say though, Mel, with our first gen being popped, one of your all-time favorite perks is now active. We got Coup de Grace. T-Dog back in chase as well. This is unfortunate. Our tunnel out has been found along the 9 side. Does have a pallet here. Good patience. Does drop it though to make more distance down the bot side. Trying to get as far away from that top side as they can.
A gen
and I
pops in the
think
background?
that was our 2 gen that popped there. So 1 less gen top side, which is nice, but there's still that nasty 3 gen.
Cool.
Oh. Mal, I don't think you didn't add enough energy with it, Alice. That would have hit.
Oh, my bad, team. Sorry, mate. I jinxed that Ku swing. Ooh, cool. There we go.
There we go.
Unfortunately, though, a gen does pop in the background right before Erupt hits.
See, Mal, if we added that bit more energy with that previous Ku swing, that could have been the difference between that gen popping or not. But in saying that, Claudette, our T-Dog previous killer from the previous set, has now died with 2 gens remaining, which isn't the worst.
Yeah, tunnel out at 2 gens remaining is like the first death being at 2 gens. Like that's a playable position for our survivors.
We have found V though caught out in the 11 corner,
Oh
which
no,
is
V.
very scary. It looks like V might be just accepting death here, all the way in the corner of 11, which is by no means a bad death spot. Very good death spot, considering yes, it is in the top side where this region is, but it does buy the team a bit of time, and it looks like they're looking at some resets now. So unfortunate that our 3-gen is topside, but still good death spot by V.
I mean, I'm surprised that we're not hooking V here with a pain res, right? Like, I don't think the gen's pressure is high enough to threaten a gen pop. Like we see we know the progress of all of our gens. We surely just hook V here. Ooh. Okay, wait, we catch Jake. Maybe if we get Jake here, this could be a 4K2 if we're able to find.
Oh
my.
I think we just tried a window attack. I think this is I was getting a bit too cheeky with it. I don't know.
Yeah,
actually,
first a dump tech, now window tech. However, this forces a grab, so they do get the pick on V. And we do get a pain res.
Insane that our mate does now know where our final 2 survivors that are up are. They're both over in the 11 corner, so it's looking very scary at the moment. Definitely 4K2 potentially on the horizon.
Oh, we do get a bite, and we don't make it up the platform, but it's okay. We do get that injure.
And it does mean that the unhook onto our, I believe it's Jake, is going to be very difficult now with both our remaining survivors now injured again. A lot of injuries this game, even though I get it, it's Ghoul, like 3 injuries.
V gets caught out once again, but she wait, she makes a pallet. She doesn't get caught out. WV. She goes off the go. Yeah, no, this is good. She's bringing the chase away from the hook, so they do get a pull because of that. Very good stuff by V. However, it's I mean, this is an okay rock. It's not the worst, but it is still scary, especially with Ku in play, right?
We do have this pallet though intended to chain it on too, so we do have some time, but we do have Ku here. It comes through.
Poor V. And Ku does unfortunately mean that V goes down, and we will see another pain res here for Mate. Very good stuff by our killer.
And this will be our last pain res stack coming through, and our remaining 2 survivors are injured. We've secured our 4 fresh hook secondary win con.
We see some blood.
And we're pretty close to our win condition, and a nice body block for Renato. It looks like it's about to be over, Mal.
Ghosty, I don't know if you saw, but we saw a bird land by the gen over there. So there was a survivor on the gen by 3 within the last 10 seconds. I think our killer did see it too.
Birds. God damn it, birds. Giving away our survivors.
Yep, birds.
This is no artist set.
You can thank the entity for all the crows put around the map. And this will be a 4K2, and I believe this will secure... Oh, we have a DC, unfortunately. Yeah, no, this will secure the win for Arkham.
Very well played by Arkham, but still very well played by Almost. It was very tough to play through all these sets, but honestly, very hard for a battle.
No, yeah, the fact that we went and had like a tie means like that's very well played by both teams. Is a very close set.
But no, I believe that, as you mentioned, Arkham has taken our qualifier match of the Ghoul for our first stage qualifiers, so they will be entering our main bracket for Season 4, but Almost, unfortunately, almost made it, no pun intended.
Okay,
but unfortunately, will be not making it through, but it's been awesome to have them here. I've enjoyed these sets very much so. Did not expect us to be getting a tie in our second qualifier match, so very enjoyable watch. What are your thoughts on today's matches, Mel?
Oh my, I was not expecting a tiebreaker, not gonna lie. It's very early in the morning for me, so I like woke up thinking like, all right, we're just gonna go play a best of one. It's gonna be pretty quick. And it goes straight to a tiebreaker, which fair enough. I don't know. It was very exciting. I was like on the edge of my seat, honestly. Like, oh my god, this was well played by both teams. Very good stuff.
Well, with that, I believe that's going to be us done for today, since we are only doing the one best of one. But I believe we are going to have another match later on today, so please stick around or stay tuned, as we will be running our third qualifier match a little bit later on today. It's been an absolute pleasure, Mal. Always enjoy casting with you, and I do love a Ghoul set, so this has been a double pleasure for me. I hope you have a good sleep. I believe you're going to be having a bit of a Z after this one, us being up so early.
Yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a nap, I think. But no, thanks for casting with me. Yeah, W. Very fun games, very fun. And Ghosty obviously is carrying the casting as always. So thank you all for being around. And we'll see you guys next time on our next game of Blood Rush League, which is going to be, I believe, in like 6 hours.
I believe, yeah, 5 or 6 hours, so
Yeah.
not too long.
All right. GG's to both teams, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.